Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to show you how to make an online shop using WordPress Blocksy. Alright, so first things first, we're going to make sure that we have our Blocksy and Blocksy Companion plugin installed. So let's click over here under Appearance and check out Themes. And you'll see here that we have Blocksy or Blocksy Child activated and enabled. Next, we're going to head over to our plugins and double check that we have our Blocksy Companion activated. You can see here it isn't active because we have the premium version installed. All right. With that, we can make an online shop real easy using Blocksy. So over here on the left-hand side, let's go ahead and click on Blocksy, and it brings us to the Blocksy dashboard. And on the second tab, we get this tab that says Starter Sites. And you'll see that some of them are for Pro only, yet most of them are actually available for the free version. So let's go ahead and click on Free. And we have a bunch of categories here. We have Business, and you'll see them load up here. We can also see that we have E-commerce. And automatically, because we have E-commerce selected, we can go ahead and choose any one of these, and it would be that easy to make a website. So I think I like this one, and you can see we can use Gutenberg and Elementor for the customizer. We can also preview the website. It takes us to a brand new domain, but it lets us test drive the website. And you can scroll down and take a look at products and services and so on and so forth, just to see if this website works the way you want your website to. All right. We can see our card over here, and that's totally great. So to install it, let's just click on Import. We're going to use the Gutenberg block editor for this one, and make sure all these are checked. Make sure all of these are checked as well, and click on Install. All right, so with that installed, let's go ahead and go back to our website. You can see our domain over here. Click Refresh, and we should have a brand new online shop. And there we have our brand new online shop. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on Products. And you can see that everything works. You can see we still have products on the back end, and we'll take a look at why these are here besides the plants that come with this starter website. So the functionalities are all there. We can see that we have our cart over here, we have our account, we have call to action here, a button that doesn't really work because we can customize that later on. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what makes an online shop an online shop. So the products, we have our catalog over here. Let's first take a look at how to add the products themselves. So if we go back to our dashboard here on the back end, we can go and see that the whole online shop is based on WooCommerce. But if we wanted to check out our products, we can click on that. And we can see all of our products lined up over here on the back end. And you can see that all of this, our WooCommerce database, is totally separate from the website itself. So you got to keep that in mind if you want to update or make some changes. That if you wanted to make any changes to the front end, so that's the appearance, colors, the themes, it won't really, it will never delete any of your products here. And as you can see, we have a bunch of bicycle products, bicycles, electronics, as well as the plants that came along with the starter site. So if you wanted to add a brand new product, just click on Add New. And from here, you can see that we have, we can put a product, new product example, and you can put a description here. We can put the price of whatever we want. And we can also see that over here, we can set product images. We can save it as a draft or preview it. We can also fix up our categories. Here, we can add new ones. We can add product tags, and we have different templates for our product itself. So we can publish this, and we'll have a placeholder image come up on our website. Okay, since it's published, let's just refresh our site over here and sort by latest. And you'll see that we have our new product example here. We have all of the categories and a placeholder image right on there. So once we know now the difference between the back end of our online shop and the front end, let's go ahead and customize this online shop to suit our needs. Alright, so from here, we could either click on Customize, or we can go to our dashboard, right, and scroll down on Themes, Appearance, and click on Customize. So let's just click it from here, and we'll take a look at our customizer settings for our web shop. And basically everything here, like our header, our footer, our sidebar, our colors, it's the same for every single Blocksy website. So you can see here we have our layout for our site, and we can change how everything is spaced out depending on if it's on mobile or desktop. We can change how our buttons look like. We can change the effects. We can change the colors. We can change up our header. So for example, our logo over here is this. We can remove those, and then we can select one from our library, and we have our own one over here. And we can change the size of our logo, and we can customize it just like any other Blocksy site. So let's take a look at customizing the site, particularly for our web shop. So let's click on Products, and that takes us to our product catalog. And under General, we can see messages, and these are mainly just appearance settings. We can change the colors for these. For the star ratings, they aren't activated here, but we can change the colors of the stars if you wanted them to be yellow or blue or whatever. We have different kinds of quantity inputs, which I don't think we have on our products here. And our product badges, here you can see we can change it up. This one, it says sale. We can change up to any different color. We can say deal, for instance. We can also change the color to make it more visually appealing for our users. Next, we can go take a look at our product archives. Now you can see we have two different types, two different designs, and if we switch between them, it'll take a while to load, but you can see that the layout for our price and add to cart and categories change up a lot. And you can see here below the two types, we have columns and rows. So we can put 3 columns and then 2 rows. So we'd have 6 products at once. 9 products at once. And we'll have additional pages here. Alternatively, you can make it the number as high as possible. We have our card options here, and as you can see, we can enable or disable things such as categories, the title, add to cart, or product images for whatever reason. And you can see that if we clicked on one of these, it'll take us to the product page. And we can change our column gaps and our row gaps to make it more responsive on desktop or mobile. And you can see if we switch over to mobile, we can change up the gaps a bit more to make it easier for our mobile users. We can also change the colors and the backgrounds and the fonts. So that's our layout. We can also enable the sidebar if we had one. We can also change up the design, so we can change the product count and the background and so on. Let's take a look at the single product. So I'll click on this plant over here, and it takes us to its single product page. And you'll see we have a whole bunch of options here. So we have narrow width, and you'll see how squished our content gets. You can also enable right sidebar, and you can see it gets smushed over to the left side. We don't have any sidebar widgets active right now, so it just ends up being a blank space. So let's go with narrow width, and we can choose between wide and boxed. You can see there's a bit of a difference here in the background color. We can also change the vertical spacing depending on how responsive we want our page to be. And we can also change the design, so we can change the background up a bit to have a contrast, especially with this box layout. You can also change the content area background. And not only that, we have options to change the background color depending on if we're on desktop or on mobile or on tablet. But we'll just keep it this way since it makes our product stand out. Next, we can go ahead and take a look at page elements. So that's everything else to do besides the layout. So with product gallery, we can enable the lightbox. And if I clicked on this image to make it bigger, it takes us to this, which is called the lightbox. And I can disable that, and it doesn't appear. We have the zoom effect, which we all know and love from visiting web shops. If we didn't want that to appear, then we have that. And we have sticky gallery as well. So if I disable this and I scroll down, the product images stay in one place. We can also change the container width of our product gallery if we wanted our image to be a bit larger. We can also keep the image ratio original. We can have it predefined 1:1 from the original one, 4/3, 16:9. It really depends on what we're selling. We also have a custom ratio if we wanted to. And let's take a look at our gallery thumbnails. We can change them from horizontal below, as is seen here. We can change them to vertical, and they'll appear on one side. And you'll see that they appear up on the side right there. All right. And we can also change the spacing of our product gallery. And you can see that the images below get a bit smaller. And we can also predefine the image sizes according to pixels. Also change the design by changing the arrow colors. You see, I'll make this red, and you'll see that our arrow colors are red. We can also change the border radius, and we can also change the design of our thumbnails. So that's the product gallery. How about product elements? So you can see here we have our title, our star rating, price, description, divider, add to cart, and so on. So for instance, if we had a site that had products that were made to order and we didn't want our customers to simply add things to their cart, if we hid the add to cart button, it hides it all together. And you can see we can also hide the star ratings, and we'll only have the price in our description and our title. Also change the design, and we can change the font. Let's go with this serif font, and you can see that it is independent from our price and our body text. Next, we can also change up our product tabs. So if we selected any one of these over here, you can see the bottom. You can see the description and reviews. They look a bit different. And it's really all up to you how you want to organize your data. And this one turns it into an accordion. If you had a lot of content, and we have this, which is bare. I think I like the accordion one better. And we can choose to keep everything contracted like this. And these bottom options change depending on which one you choose. And we can change colors and fonts as well. Finally, we have our related products and upsells, which we can disable just like this, or enable. and let's customize it. So we can change how many columns and rows we have. Let's put 2 columns, and we'll have 2 products that will be pushed to our customers at the bottom. And we also have it enabled or disabled. So if we wanted it to be enabled on mobile, we can do that as well. And also change the design. So that's the main part of customizing our online shop. Everything else simply has to do with Blocksy as it is stock. So we're done customizing our layouts for our product catalog in the store itself. So let's go ahead and publish that, and we'll move on to the final step. Okay, so here we have our site. Let's head over to our product catalog, and you can see that our product catalog is a bit different. And if you clicked on this plant, you can see our changes are reflected. So we've customized our product and shop. How do we customize the website to suit our needs? So let's click on Edit Page from here. And it takes us to the Gutenberg block editor. And you'll see that a lot of things have disappeared because the header, the title, the logo, the upsells, the shop themselves are configured using the customizer. Now that we're here, we can go ahead and change up the title. So let's say website your and we can change these things up. So for instance, if we didn't want to put this about us block, we can just delete that altogether. If we wanted to insert certain widgets, we could do that as well. And you can see we have our categories and our featured products. But let's say we wanted to add basically anything from our block inserter. So let's go ahead and put in a counter. Let's search for count up, and we'll insert this here, and let's drag this down below here, and then we'll say, let's say number of satisfied customers. And this one we can configure to align it center. We'll go on the layout over here and put in a background and make it much longer. And we'll make the text color a bit darker. Okay. And then let's put a number here like 7 million. And let's just change up some numbers here. And that's customizing the page itself. And you can see that the blocks here we can change. Since we don't want to sell plants, we can change our background here. So style, you can change the background, and you can see we can replace this with something else. So let's say one of our classroom photos. We'll select that. And then for this one, let's go ahead and put a background on this. And the background color, we can make it a bit dark. And then for this one, to make it a bit more legible, let's also add a background to this. And make the background color a bit darker as well. And you can see we can change the background image to a video or an image. So let's save this, and let's take a look at our website, our web shop. So let's wait for that to save. And head back over to our website and see our changes reflected. You can see our count up is working just fine. and we have removed certain elements from here. So there's how you make a custom online shop using Blocksy and WordPress. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to our channel, as it really helps us out with the YouTube algorithm. Show this kind of video to other nerds like us. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.